everyone, I'm Nicoleta and welcome back to a new Azure Max session. I have a guest with me here today, Adrian Calinescu. Hi Adi, how are you?
Hi Nicoleta, good.
Adi is a cloud solution architect. Adi?
Yeah, I'm a cloud solution architect for Microsoft partners, and what I do every day is I basically build cloud applications with Microsoft partners. Okay. And today what I did is I brought some very interesting devices.
Okay.
I have a Google Home Mini here, and then we'll have some more in the next segments. But before that, I would like to show a demo which is very simple, and it involves a smartwatch. Okay. And this smartwatch is going to call an Azure function and return something. So let's quickly dig into that. So this is a camera, and this is my watch here. So let's go here in the application, and hopefully, okay. I'm going to make the request here, and it's going to call Azure function and return the price of 1 Bitcoin. Okay, cool. So let's see how we accomplish that.
A fast way to check the currency?
Exactly. Like for the watch, what I had to do is, let me open Visual Studio Code really quick here. So on the application on the watch itself, I only needed to call Azure functions here with an HTTP endpoint, and then ask for a JSON output, right?
Pretty straightforward.
Exactly. And then on the Azure side, if we go quickly on PhoneGap here, we'll see. I wrote this in C#. You can write in Node.js as well, and in Java. Okay. So
only these 3 languages are supported for the moment?
So we have currently there are 2 runtimes. Okay. There's the V1 which supports more languages, but they're experimental. But in V2 there's only Node.js, C# and Java. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Cool. And this is basically what I had to do, right? Just call the API that returns the price of the Bitcoin, and then cast this into this class, and then return a JSON object, right?
Interesting approach to use a smartwatch.
Yep. So you could, of course, build like an application that has a setting with multiple currencies, and then you can set the currency, and you can ask for that.
And choose the one that you want.
Exactly. But let's get a bit more complex here with a smart assistant, right?
Okay.
So this one is a Google Home Mini, and I have an application here called Serverless Facts. And it's going to call an Azure function here. And this Azure function is going to fulfill some stuff for us. So let's see how that works.
Let's see what it does.
Yep. So let's do, okay, Google, talk to Serverless Facts.
Sure, getting the test version of Serverless Facts. Hello from Azure Data Center in Amsterdam.
Okay. What is serverless?
You simultaneously have a server and you don't have a server. In a sense, serverless is Schrodinger's compute.
But please, be serious now.
All right, serverless is a cloud computing execution model that changes the way you think about writing and maintaining applications. Focus on your code, not servers, and abstract away everything else. The best code is no code at all. The second best code is someone else's code.
But how about some news on Azure Functions?
Yes. So
here is the title of the most recent blog post. The Azure Functions on Linux preview. It was published 6 days ago by Daria Grigoriou.
Okay, Google, cancel. Cool. So
I got my news from
and
Google.
I saved just a little bit of my voice, which is pretty much gone right now. But you see here, it wasn't really that hard to accomplish this, because all I had to do is switch on the intent that I got from Dialogflow, right? So
this is the whole code.
Yes, exactly.
For the
This
Google
is the whole
Home.
code, and you probably notice here that I'm using async await in JavaScript, which is ECMAScript 2017 syntax. And you can do that because you can run on top of Node.js version 8.9 and above in Azure Functions. So you have all this really nice syntactic sugar, right? But it's really handy. It's not just sugar. Okay. And what I did is I switched on this intent. So this is what is serverless, seriously serverless, and then on get news, I went and grabbed the RSS feed from the from the app service team blog, and then extracted the title, author, published date, then returned that.
So if you want more news, you can just simply
Absolutely,
ask for it.
you can get the whole array and then iterate with your voice through it. So you can implement that. But you probably noticed that there was a mention of Linux and Azure Functions.
I did,
Yeah.
and I wanted to ask you about that.
Exactly. So what happened is 2 weeks ago at Connect, we did announce Azure Functions running on Linux. And let's quickly look how.
Okay, so let's see a new service in action.
Exactly. This is a function that runs on top of a Linux worker in Azure, and it's wrapped by a Docker container. So I will go here and quickly get the function URL and go to the command line and call that. Okay.
Let's see.
Cool. So
We can
if you look really quickly at these 2 lines, I'm basically just saying, hey, give me the result of the uname and lsb release commands, which is a Linux way of saying what are you running on, right? What's the OS? So
we can see that.
you can see that exactly. The output is we're running on Debian GNU Linux, and this enables very interesting scenarios. Like, for example, there are imaging manipulation libraries that don't work very well on Windows. There are some dependencies that are very Linux rooted. So this will enable those scenarios in which you can basically run on with Sharp or ImageMagick on top of Linux, and you can have really nice applications going
Go wild.
for you. Yeah, cool. So this is pretty much it for this segment, but we will have 2 more segments, and I will bring out some more devices.
Perfect. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.